Welcome everybody to August 13th, Sabre University. This session is all about technology resources and how I can support you and your children this school year. My name is Rebecca Martin. I am the technology facilitator at South Meck High School. On the bottom left-hand side of my screen, you will see the link to this presentation so that you can refer back to it later. On the right-hand side on the bottom is my email address. If you ever need anything, feel free to email me. On this screen, you will see how to get hotspots, any issues that you're having with Chromebooks, and if you cannot get into PowerSchool, your student's counselor can also help you with the PowerSchool issues, but I am all things hotspots and Chromebooks. So if they're having any issues with their Chromebook at all, you can submit a ticket at that bit.ly, CB Assistance, that's Chromebook Assistance, and I will respond to whatever email you use with what we need to do next. If you need a hotspot in order to have internet at home, you can submit a request at that bit.ly SMHS hotspot, and I will respond with an email letting you know when it is ready to be picked up in the main office. Give me 24 to 36 hours to do that, as I need to activate them through Sprint in order for them to be checked out. We are running short on those. I will be putting in an order for those. So if you are requesting that in the next couple of days, you may get a response from me telling you that it may be a few days. If you need access to your PowerSchool grades, I can send you the information for how to link your account with your child's account. And like I said before, your counselor can also do that for you. Here are the directions for parents to access your child's PowerSchool. Like I said, use the bit.ly at the bottom right-hand side, and you will be able to pull up this presentation at any time to go through these steps. You need to create an account, and then once you create the account, you need to get the access ID and password, which is the information that I can send you. That access ID and access password is that information that I will email to you. Every student has a different access ID and password. So if you have multiple students in our school or in CMS, you will need to get a letter for each of those students. So all of our online learning until we come back to school for full-time will be through Canvas. Students access their Canvas accounts through NC Ed Cloud. So once they log into NC Ed Cloud, Canvas is one of the apps listed. All of their courses are already in there or will be in there starting on Monday, August 17th. That's when CMS will populate those Canvas courses. The teachers will be following a schedule just as if your student was here in school. They will be teaching live, so it is imperative that your child is logged in to their class at the correct time because the teachers will be teaching live. So that's different from the spring. We did asynchronous learning in the spring where teachers pushed out videos and assignments and the students could do it whenever they wanted to. This is different, that we are going to be teaching live. So your student needs to be logged in order to be marked as present for that day. We do have a program that CMS has purchased for the district called Dino. Basically, it's Do You Know, Dino. That allows teachers to monitor your child's Chromebook screens to make sure that they are doing schoolwork. So if that is a concern that you have, that your child may be playing Minecraft instead of participating in their science course, reach out to your child's teacher, they can tell you what your child is doing on their Chromebook. After the teacher is finished with instruction, they will have time to work on their assignments, but the class will still be live. So if they have questions while they are working on their assignments, their teacher is there to offer assistance. So it's very different from what we did in the spring. It's basically, we're going to be together, it's just going to be virtually. Here are the written instructions for signing up for parent access so that you can actually view the Canvas courses as well. So, like I said, here are the written directions, but for when I stop talking, you're not going to remember all of this. So just remember that this is a bit.ly that you can go to later to go through the directions on how to sign up for parent access so that you can monitor your child's assignments, see what they've completed, etc. Canvas highlights continuing here with how to pair your account. And then here, the same thing. Okay, so students will be receiving the bulk of their information through emails. Students automatically log into their email when they log into their Chromebooks. It's one of the tabs that automatically opens. If they close that email tab, they can just go to Gmail to reopen it. You also can do that on their Chromebook. If they are logged into their Chromebook, they are logged into their email. So if Johnny closes his email and you wanted to see if he had any email communication from the school that day, you can type in Gmail into the search bar at the top and it will open their Gmail. So you can, rest assured that you can read that communication as well. So my hours this year, as technology facilitator, I'm here to support teachers with educational technology, but it's also to support you and your children. So beginning next week, I will be on campus Mondays and Wednesdays, approximately 8 to 2, unless nobody needs me. If you need to see me because you need some assistance in person, then contact me at my email address and just let me know that you would like to come in, and I am happy to sit down with you and your students if you would like to go through some of the technical things. On Tuesdays and Thursdays from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, I am going to have a live Zoom meeting that you can pop into anytime you want. It's just virtual assistance, and the information is listed below, the meeting ID and the passcode. And that could be anything, and you can pop in at any time. So if you have a question about NC Ed Cloud at 4:30, then you can pop in at 4:30 and ask me your question. It is not a meeting. You do not have to stay for the full 2 hours. It's just basically an open house. You drop in when you want, and you can leave when you want. I'm just there to support you in any concerns or questions that you have. So this is the flyer that went home in our mailers, and you should have received those this week. One of the things that I do for the school is that I have an announcements page, a Google Slides presentation of announcements that I push out to student Chromebooks so that they have the newest up-to-date information from South Mac. So that is something that you'll want to look at periodically because it'll give you the highlights of, oh, don't forget, you need to do this by tomorrow, or it may be a technology resources that I push out. I also partner with the media specialist, and so we have information on how to check out ebooks and how to get actual books and how to get into some different resources that CMS has provided for our students. So just make sure that you're checking in with those announcements periodically because there's some really good information out there. All passwords are reset at the beginning of the year. So when you log into your Chromebook, your password from the spring has been changed to your birth date, starting with year, and that should be 4 Ys, not 3. It should be year, 4 digits for your year, 2 digits for month, and 2 digits for date. Over on the left-hand side in the little house is how to log on to your Chromebooks at home. Our technology department is working very hard to get rid of this step, to be able to bypass it. But until they do, this is how you would do it. You log into your Chromebook like you normally do, using your student ID and your password for Google, which is your birth date. And then when you get to this page, it pops up and it says Zscaler, and it asks for a user ID. On that screen, you need to put in the student ID at cms.k12.nc.us. Do not use the word student. Our emails are our student ID at student.cms, but on this step, you leave out the word student. Then it takes you to another page where you will type in the exact same thing, your student ID at cms.k12.nc.us without the word student. And then your birth date is the password. In the next blue box over here, we have, if you are having issues with your Chromebook, you will go to that Chromebook assistance page to request a hotspot. That is here as well. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Let me go back here. Down at the bottom, if you lose your power cord, it is $20 to replace a power cord. You can pay on online school payments. Once you've paid for the cord, you can come up to the office and switch, get a new one. The other thing I have down there, oh, and you can also buy it on Amazon for like $6 cheaper. So if you have an Amazon account, I have put in there that the SMHS charger bit.ly will take you right to the correct product for your Chromebook. So you may want to do that instead of coming up to the school. If their screen has broken, whether it's because they were handling it incorrectly or they dropped it, it is $28 for me to order a new screen for it. You can pay for this by check or money order made out to CMS and bring that up to the office. Or again, you can pay on that online school payments platform and then just show them the receipt when you come up to the office so that they know that you have paid for it and can swap it out. I'm not going to have us watch this, but this is a video that I made about logging into Chromebooks at home. Again, it just goes through that steps of leaving out the word student. So if you would like a video explanation of how to log on at home, this is the place to go. All right, so at this time, if there are any questions or comments, I am here to answer any questions or comments that you may have. So I just got a comment and I'm going to type it in here too in case you can't see me. When you are having technical issues this year, you can go to here on the handout that went home, the bit.ly CB assistance will help with any issues with your Chromebook. So you just go there, you fill out the form, you tell me what's going on, and then once I have received your form, I will let you know what the next steps are, whether I have a fix for you to do that you can do at home, or if you need to swap out your Chromebook at school. I also mentioned earlier in the presentation that beginning the week of August 17th, will be on campus on Mondays and Wednesdays if you need me to be, and I can sit down with you and go through any Chromebook issues that you're having. And also on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I will be doing virtual assistance for students and parents. It's just a drop-in thing, so if you're having any problems, you can go to that Zoom meeting. You can pop in at 4:30, ask me a question, and then leave. You don't have to stay the whole time. It's not a meeting. Does that answer your question, Sydney? You're most welcome. And this whole presentation, Sydney, is down at the bottom, that bit.ly SMHS August 13th Sabre University. That will take you to this whole presentation so that you can go through it and look at it later. I also recorded it, and we'll be posting that on our website so that you can go there and view it there as well. So in the presentation, there's, never mind.